Get a Job in Tech, episode 426. I want to talk about a website that I often see on the internet, which is called makeitingermany.com. So make-it-in-germany.com. This is the official website for qualified professionals that want to work in Germany. In case you don't know, if you're an American individual, if you've never been overseas, yes, they do have jobs in Germany. Maybe you're qualified, maybe you're not. The one thing about Germany you should know is the very specialized expertise. So, for instance, let's take a cabinet. Let's just basic cabinet, right? They know how to make a cabinet. Fine, great, fantastic. But those skills necessarily don't translate somewhere else like they would in the US. Like if you're a auto mechanic and you just work on auto mechanic, right? A lot of those skills translate into other fields. And in Germany, of course, you probably know or may not know, the Autobahn is there. And when you drive your car if you drive your car, you have to register it, of course. And then you can only go so fast. Your tires on your car are rated for a certain speed. So if they see you speeding at if they see you not speeding, if they see you driving at a certain speed, then they might check your tires for the rating. They're very, very keen about that. They don't have cup holders like we do here in the US. You're concentrating on the road. You're not distracted. That's the whole idea, is just get in and drive. That's why there's no speed limit. It's extremely, extremely dangerous if you drive too slow, or if you go in the left lane, it's the far left lane, and you are driving and you're slow, somebody's going to come behind you. You may or may not notice, they flash you, flashers, and they want you to get over. And they may be 2 miles away, but you can see them. You can see the flash. Get over, please get over, because they're coming. They're coming fast. Could be a Ferrari, could be a Bugatti, Lambo, whatever. One of those fast cars. So you got to know how to drive. And the roads are tilted a bit. You may know that when you drive on them, they're kind of tilted. Now onto the website. So makeitingermany.com. Let's talk about IT jobs there. And what are they? So so in the website it says they have around 149,000 jobs in IT sector. They remain vacant. Experienced or qualified IT specialists can therefore hope for attractive jobs in small and medium-sized enterprises, in the manufacturing industry, or in large international companies. Specialists in the following fields are in particular demand. So, software development. And as a software developer, you will design and implement software using the appropriate programming language. Your work will be user-oriented, and you may program complete applications or individual building blocks. This is basically a full stack developer. So they want, most likely, they don't say it, but most likely we'll get some of the jobs, most likely it's going to be C++ and some of those other skills. Application support. So this is in the occupation, you will maintain and provide support for software and hardware, such as SAP or SharePoint. SAP is pretty big in Germany, as you probably know. And some call it a accounting software. I call it a software where you can track goods and services. It's very much used in the shipping industry, or the logistics industry, if you will. IBM Maximo is very similar to this. You're able to track a product from source to delivery, essentially. And of course, IT security. And you'll be responsible for protecting the company's data, continuous further training to stay up to date, as well as on novel solutions or software solutions as part of a field or responsibility. Then you have data science. As a data scientist, you will analyze large quantities of data and deduce appropriate solutions to this end. So let's talk about the jobs. Went on their website, of course. makeitingermany.com, and people are going to see, they're going to think that's a scam. I'm just telling my opinion. I don't know the people that developed this site, but because they're going to see, what is that? Maybe workingermany.com or work Germany. Maybe that was taken, and so they couldn't buy it. Well, but that's neither here nor there. So currently, right now, they have 524 jobs in IT: software developer, security technician, and these are in Dresden. It's a nice area. Bavaria, it's a nice area. Bavaria, IT specialist. So this one is the IT specialist is for Merck Textile. Another one is for IT specialist. That's for BMW, ZB Med, Rheinmetall, the system programmer, computer science. The other thing they don't talk about, but it's expected, is that you have a 4-year degree from the country that you live in. They look for that. Unlike the U.S., where they really don't care if you have a degree, but in Europe, that's usually how they play it. It's kind of a default. You have to have a degree. PLC specialist, that's in Wiesbaden. Oh, Baden. Wiesbaden. Potsdam, IT specialist, computer science, network technology, professor of technology. Yeah, there's many jobs here, actually. Computer science. Let's click on this computer science job. And what is it? Full-time work, company size 50 to 500. It doesn't usually talk about the salary, but you can expect to know. You can expect to get paid 100,000 year, not 100,000. I would say 80,000, 90,000 euro, and you're going to pay a lot of tax. Just so you know, you're going to pay like 50% tax on that if you live there. But the good thing about that, I guess, is you have free college, because if you're on the economy and you work there, you essentially get all the benefits that the locals do, except you can't vote in their elections, and there's a couple of different things you can't do as well, but you have those benefits, and if you like that, great. The other benefit of working in Germany, let's say, once you're in Germany, now it's very easy to travel the other countries. You can just hop on Ryanair, or you can just take the train. You can go to Denmark, you can go to France, you can go to Italy, you can go to Georgia, the country that is, Georgia. You can go to Switzerland, you can go to Norway, you can go to Austria. You can see the place where they filmed Sound of Music, if you're into that stuff. A lot of old world stuff in Germany. You may or may not know, Germany, in some of the small towns, like in the States, you have a Walmart everywhere. And that Walmart is very similar. And in the States, businesses usually don't close down. They close down at like 9, let's say, 9 p.m. In Germany, it's a little different. Sometimes on weekends, they close. So you probably have to get used to that when you go there. Some of the certifications you need for this specific job, which is a computer science, are an ISTQB certification. You have to Google that. I'm not exactly sure. I've never heard of that before. You need your IT skills. You need confidence handling in Microsoft Windows, network technologies, Office, a little bit of database, MySQL, MS SQL. So these are some of the jobs in this country. Makeitingermany.com. Looks promising. Thanks a lot. We'll see you next one.